We're tracking our next big weather maker, Francine. She's trying to develop right now in the western Gulf of Mexico, producing a lot of heavy rainfall next couple of days and probably making landfall somewhere in Texas, Louisiana, bringing a lot of heavy rain to the Mississippi River Valley and possibly even to the Ohio River Valley. Maybe parts of Indiana could get some rainfall. It would be the only chance of rain that we really have in the next week or two. So if we don't get any rain from Francine, drought conditions are really going to expand across Illinois, Indiana, and Ohio. We'll be watching the scattered showers that you're already starting to see on radar closer to the coastline. This thing's going to develop over time. We got a lot of warm water as well. So as of recording this, Francine's not technically been turned into Tropical Storm Francine, but it's going to probably take place over in the next couple of hours. By the time you're waking up Monday morning, we'll probably have Tropical Storm Francine officially on the map. Water temperatures are plenty warm. In fact, the water temperature that you need to at least sustain tropical systems or to help them strengthen is 80 degrees. We're well above that. We're well above that all across the Gulf of Mexico, and especially where future Francine will be. We're really, really warm. You see some of those more mid and upper 80s. So we got a clear path for water. And when we're looking at kind of the different high pressures and low pressures, we're developing a clear path right towards Texas and Louisiana. We've got some higher pressures, we've got some lower pressures. Right now, we've got a steering high pressure east of Florida, fairly weak, but just enough to keep this thing towards the western Gulf. So we're not expecting this thing to head out towards Florida. We've got lower pressure in the Rocky Mountains right now. So this thing's not going to just go straight north. It kind of has to go in between everything. And that gives you more of a clear path opening flowing from about Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi, Arkansas, especially eastern Arkansas, Tennessee, and then possibly into parts of southern Indiana, southern Illinois, and southern Ohio, where drought conditions are getting worse. Could use some rainfall, but we'll have to watch for a potential landfall coming up. Officially, path from Francine takes it right through possibly Houston or Beaumont. Once you head into Louisiana, much of the coastline also could be impacted as Tropical Storm Francine moves northbound. Could it get stronger than tropical storm status? Possibly. There's a little bit of wind shear, which that helps to rip apart storms, but not a crazy amount. So we may be able to strengthen this more. Water temperatures surely are warm enough, but this is something that we'll have to watch once it becomes a tropical storm and we see the strengthening take place. We see some more eye development try to hold. We may see it strengthen a little bit more, but right now, bringing this system, Francine, into parts of the deltas there in Louisiana, Mississippi, going right up the Mississippi River, and then we're in the cone, Illinois, Indiana, both in the cone, at least partially, for where Francine could drop a lot of heavy rainfall. And when we're talking about a tropical system, usually the eastern side has a lot more rainfall because of the counterclockwise flow. You're able to pull moisture on the eastern side. So really, probably even higher rainfall chances there towards Indiana rather than maybe the northern Ozarks, parts of northern and central Missouri. But something that we're watching. High pressure, though, that could be a key player. Up to the north, there's a second high pressure. This is steering the system, making sure it's in the western Gulf. This high pressure that's centered over the Great Lakes, this will meander a little bit throughout the week. But we think by late week, once Francine is moving up towards the Ozarks, if this high pressure is a little bit farther south and to the west, it'll eat up this storm system and really not give a lot of rain shower chances past Kentucky. If high pressure is maybe slightly more towards the east, giving you more of an open lane, you don't want to really be anywhere between these systems. You want to be right kind of stuck in the middle, not necessarily inside these. That'll clear up an opening path to possibly produce more rainfall for Indiana. Right now, rainfall-wise, this is kind of a general chance map. Yellow is showing you where we're definitely going to get rain. But Indiana, we've got the darker greens, probably widespread rain possible, mainly Friday, this weekend. South of Bedford, more scattered showers for central Indiana. We'll take what we can get because it's getting dry out there. And then more isolated rain shower chances the farther north you go. But it's all depending on that high pressure that we're just talking about. As we get closer to Friday, the estimated timing of when we think some of the rain shower chances do start to even approach Indiana, we'll have a better idea on when the high is and how far north we can expand these rain zones, or we have to push them back south. But this definitely will be a big rainmaker right along the Mississippi River, probably getting over a half foot of rainfall for many folks farther to the south. Something that we're watching. Francine, she's moving northbound. Be the next big weather story this week, possibly giving Indiana some rainfall later closer to the weekend.